I don't feel like doing a long starting. Congrats on getting forced. Kabili. Let me go ahead and change that real fast. Yeah, I do that too, kind of. I give myself like a few minutes just to kind of like get myself in the zone, I guess. The stream zone. Anyway, let's see. What was it, Shion? Yeah, Shion. You have to set Aqua as the biggest treasure and create a one. So just the same as unlocking Korone. But now that I've unlocked Korone, I'm not super hard pressed to unlock anything. You know what I mean? That was the climax. The rest of this is falling action. So yeah, let's start stacking some chuubas. Nice. That's cool. Cool, cool. Interesting to see who I have versus who you have. That is pretty interesting. It's kind of a neat thing to compare, you know? Who has who. Yeah, you know, everybody's got their favorites. Make sure they all look very different color-wise. No, that's understandable. It's understandable. It's thrown me off before too, when something doesn't quite feel like it's the right size, you know. Or not that, or like, I just mean like when you think you're trying to combine one, but it's not the right one. You know what I mean. Shuba, shuba, shuba. Shuba, shuba, shuba. Oh, I gotta get them ollies. Ollie! Yes! Nice. 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 Epic. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it can be really confusing, honestly. If only there was a, like, I guess the way they could make it so you could differentiate is, like, maybe, like, each size piece or whatever can have, like, a colored aura, you know what I mean? Like, sort of like a, just like a colored aura, so that you know which one you're combining with which. You know, just for the people that maybe have a harder time. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like the smallest one can be like, you know, like blue or something. And then like each different one could have its own different color. So that way you always know which one you're combining, even if the, you know, even if like, because when there's just like a big pile, it can be kind of hard to tell, especially if they have similar hair colors and all that. I don't know, I think that'd be a neat way to help people differentiate who they're looking at. Because it could definitely be kind of tricky otherwise. Get the two Subarus together. Yeah, I never knew that Subaru is actually kind of just like a somewhat common name for women in Japan. So it's like when I first started watching Hololive, I'm like, they've got a member that's just named after the car. But alas, no. Hey, Senna, hello, hello! Good to see you. How are you doing? Pleasure to see you here. I really like your new name and everything, by the way. It's got a nice ring to it. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing this fine morning? Yeah, it's very well, very like bright and sunny sounding, you know. Yeah, no problem at all. I'm excited to see what you've been cooking up. Oh my god, they're so close to touching. Please, there. Oh, no. Goodness. I'm doing a big thing here. Let's just maybe we put the Matsuris here. And then yeah. Oh no, super. Oh. Man, even when I'm not like actively trying to unlock. Oh no! This game is stressful, bro. Not in like a genuinely stressful way, but it is stressful. That was almost the wrong heckin' think. It almost was. I was doing a heckin' think a little too much. Honestly, I feel like thinking too much is detrimental for this game. You kind of just have to embrace it as it is. And just like the other Suka game, I'm never gonna beat my score. Yeah, it's like that one fruit game, the Suka game. Yeah, just with like a 3D thing and with HoloLive members. Yeah, you know, you stack up two similar ones and they combine into the bigger piece. It's like I said before, it's when I try and describe this game to like people that like aren't familiar with like HoloLive or the fruit stacking game, I'm like, yeah, so it's like a bunch of these streamers that I watch and you're like stacking up their heads. Like their heads? Like that's pretty morbid. Is this like a gory game? And no. It's actually nothing like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a HoloLive Treasure Mountain. It's on Steam. I think it's a pretty fun little game. Good little time sink, you know, when you don't want to... You know, if it's like you want to play a game, but you're not really in the mood for anything too, like... Oh, God. Oh, God, what the hell? What the... Those were certainly physics. Oh, my God. Matsuri went flying, bro. Find this one easier, thus far more addictive. I find it to be easier too, for sure. Just because you have I don't know if it's placebo or not, but it feels like you just have more to work with, you know what I mean? Since it's like 3D. I'm so glad that we finally got Korone unlocked, man. That was like my big major quest. Feel more in control? Yeah, you kind of do, in a way. You kind of do. Nice. Nice. Pajama Dayo. I'm gonna be hearing like these voice lines in my head all day. That always happens. Every time I play this game, the whole rest of the day I'm just it's like I hear voices in my head and they're the voices of chuubas. Like, well, Dirt, are the VTubers in the room with us right now? Yeah, trying to describe like what VTubing is to like, you know, like people that aren't like in the know with that, or like, you know, like boomers. It's kind of hard to explain exactly. It's like, yeah, so people have these, like, avatars that, like, track their face motions, and they, like, play games with those avatars on. It's incredibly hard. Yeah, right? It's like a lot of my family when they hear about it, they're like, so you're like a cartoon on the internet? I'm like I guess yeah. I guess if you want to sum it up that way, yeah. I'm a little cartoon man on the internet. I just stream and never go. Yeah, it's probably easier that way. Because honestly, I don't think anybody in my family, except maybe, like, my one younger cousin, she's a fan of anime, I think, but, like, aside from that, I don't think I have any relatives that, like anime or anything like that. So it's like, especially trying to explain it to them, they're like... You know, they just kind of look at you like, huh? Like, well, why don't you just show your face? It's like, well, I don't know. It kind of defeats the whole purpose. Admittedly, I wouldn't really have too much issue with showing my face. It's not really that I don't want to. I just never really felt the need to, you know what I mean? If I ever decided, like, I wanted to make a certain kind of content where it's like I would have to show my face, I'd do it. I just really never felt the need to, I guess. You know what I mean? Luigi board says kill. I missed that one. The Luigi board. My dad loves anime, so at least he's here. That's awesome. He sounds like a cool guy. Yeah, it's like, you know, I did like anime growing up. I just never really embraced it until I was an adult. Because it would come on, like, Adult Swim. I remember, like, Saturdays, it was always just anime on Adult Swim, like, and they would play, like, Inuyasha, and I remember back in the day, they'd play, like, Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff like that, which is, like, hell yeah. I want to rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho, now that I can actually process it as an adult, instead of just, like, a 6-year-old, where I'm just like, whoa, pretty colors. Art streams if I wanted to do oil. Yeah, I hear that. For like, showing your face or whatever you mean? Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's not that I mean, like, obviously, it's important to, like, keep your personal information safe online and all that, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, to each their own, obviously, everyone has different levels of how far they want to take that, but I guess, I don't know, I wouldn't really have an issue with doing face content as long as it... I don't know, just like if it was something that called for it. Otherwise, I just don't really feel the need. Oh my god, holy shit. I get this spike of cortisol every time they start, like, I don't even know how to explain it, just getting blasted around. Oh. Yeah, that's like 6 serotonins and at least like 5 cortisols, but more serotonins. Na 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 na. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, baby, a triple. Ajemasu. I like Subaru, man. She's funny. I remember one Subaru, the one with like the red and white baseball cap that I have right now. She told a story once about how when she was little, she was very certain that the house that her and her parents were living in was haunted. And she said that one day when she was home alone, like she got home from school and her parents were still at work. And she said she kept hearing scary noises in the house, so she said she took her dog and went out to the front yard, and they had like a rock in like the center of their front yard. And she's like, I just stood, obviously I was watching like a translated clip someone made, but she's like, I just climbed up on the rock, I stood there with my dog, and I just stood there with my arms crossed, just waiting for my parents, because like, nope, I'm not going in that house. And like, yeah, that sounds like Just her taking, like, the anime protagonist power stance. Yeah, she's funny, man. They're all funny. I love Hololive. How could I not? The Ghost, yeah, exactly, right? You know, it's just like, you know what? Ghost can have the house. I don't want it. It's tainted with Ghost. And I feel that, because I remember sometimes when I was home alone, when I was, like, younger, and, yeah, man, I'd be hearing some weird noise. It's like, maybe I just go sit out in, like, the backyard for a while. Oh boy, it's getting a little treacherous. Na 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 na. Oh, there's so many Matsuris. Have another. It's funny because Matsuri translates to festival. Yeah, Matsuri is the Japanese word for festival, so it's like every time I see Matsuri treat and like I translate it, it's just funny because the Google Translate will always just change her name to festival. I guess the Japanese word Matsuri rolls off the tongue a little better than the English word festival. Oh god, no! What have I done? No! No, god! My heart. Okay. If I can get this Matsuri to touch one of the Fuwawas. There you go. It makes me so anxious when they do that. Okay. Now, I keep this Matsuri by this Fuwawa. Close enough. And then I combine these Matsuris. So then we got a Kureiji Ali. La, 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 la. Combine these Corones. Bam. Oh! Oh! Where are you going, Festival? I am Fuwawa. The whole rest of the day, I swear to God, I'm gonna be going, nya, nya, nya. Oh no! Oh, but I did it! We unlocked Shion. And Chaco. Chaco. Yippee! Hell yeah! Nice. Why couldn't it have been that easy when I was trying to get Korone? That was quite a clutch. I kind of wish that I would have maintained it and been able to keep going, but hey, we take that. There she is. Shion. Well, I think it was Korone that... Because, you know, Shion has, like, the whole, like... Her whole thing's that she's, like, a witch. And, I think Korone, when she was doing, like, an English stream, she just kept calling Shion Harry Potter Girl. Harry Potter Girl. Nice. Alright, well now we gotta see who our next target is. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that carries this game the most. There's just... It feels so satisfying because there's a lot to unlock. Yubi Yubi. I didn't know that they actually make a noise when you click them. That's cute. Yeah, we could swap in some new ones. Let's see. We've had Fuwawa for a while. Let's make her Shion. And then maybe... Iris, we can make Chaco. Yeah, they introduce themselves. That's so cute. That's what I like about the Hololive games that people make, is that you can just tell that there's a lot of, like, love put into it. I'll tell you one thing, I want there to be more Phase Connect games. Could you imagine this, but it's Phase Connect? So, like, instead of just, like, I am Fuwawa, it would be Pippa, like, fuck you! Lots of Pippa screech. Yeah, it would just be her like laugh like. That would be so great. Yeah, Face Connect really quickly became like I like Face Connect just as much as Hololive these days. Which is a pretty big, that's some big pants to fill, you know what I mean? I was a Hololive fanboy for so long, and frankly, I still kind of am. Then Face Connect, it's just like Hololive, where it's like, wow, every single member I check out, I like. And I mean, you know, obviously everybody has like their favorites or the ones that they watch more regularly, but it's like genuinely, I just think every member from Face Connect is pretty cool. My Hololive shirts, yeah. A lot of them I get from Redbubble. Yeah, I do have quite a few of them though. My Pekoro one that says Pain Peko is getting kind of worn out, so I haven't really been wearing it. Because I don't want it to fade too much. My Korone one's definitely very faded. Which just means I'll have to buy a new one soon. Nice. And I think I was wearing my Korone one when I unlocked Korone. I think. Good times. Man, when I switch them up, it always kind of throws me off. It was Destiny, it was. It was Destiny. Oh. No Korone touch. Oh, I was like, who's making that noise? But it's crazy, Ali. Bam. Boom. Boom. Oh, also, do I have, like, the category correct and everything for, like, the game that I'm playing? Because I was gonna play Elder Scrolls Online, but then I opened the launcher and it's like, hey, what if we rolled out a 48 gigabyte update right now? So, oh, yeah. Looks, okay, good. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, man, it's like, what the hell? It's, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, huh, I should do a stream. Let's see. I could do Elder Scrolls Online. I've been meaning to do some stuff in that game that I've been blowing off. Okay, you know what? That sounds like fun. 45 gigabyte update. Oh. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just stack some more VTubers in the meantime. I finally picked up the Oblivion remaster. That's been interesting. I do enjoy it. It's just I have to get some mods to make it run a bit more stably. Because it, like, there is a stutter. It's not like a really bad stutter. Like I said, it's playable. It's just every now and then it kind of stutters. And it's like, if I can eliminate that, I would like to. But it's also not the biggest deal because it does play just, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! No, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciated the motivation. Yeah, it does. You know, especially like when you're in the open world and you're just kind of walking around. Every now and then it'll like freeze for a second. Ugh. And I know it's not like a performance issue on my end because, well, for one, the game's auto-detect says that I'm good for like medium quality graphics. And then even when I lowered it to low quality, it still did it, so I feel like it's more an optimization thing than it is like a performance thing. I don't know. Hopefully in time they roll out some updates that make it run a little smoother. Def is absolutely. And I'm glad that I'm not the only one that thinks so. like they only updated the graphics. Honestly, it kind of does feel that way, yeah. Which, I guess in some ways I am glad that they left part of the game, like, true to the original, but then it's like, you know, they could have maybe fixed some of the issues, you know. Yeah, like, it's like other people say, like, Oblivion has, like, the funniest glitches you'll ever see in any game ever. Which is true, so it's like, I'm glad that they didn't, like, yeah, we patched all the bugs, because that would take a lot of personality away, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like they could have maybe, you know, maybe the not-so-funny bugs, they could have fixed. Could be the CPU getting a little spicy, too, thanks to the game. That could be it, yeah. Yeah, I haven't really paid it. You mean like literally, like with like the temperature, right? I haven't really tested how much it heats up my PC, because you know, so like I know certain games I'll put my hand up to like my PC case and I could feel the heat. Like this one obviously doesn't produce much heat at all. I'll have to test that the next time I play it, see how much heat it generates. I need to get like one of those big industrial fans and aim it right at my PC. Yeah, fry egg level. Hey, well, you know what? Boot up Oblivion, and while you're waiting for it to load, you can make some breakfast. Todd Howard thought of everything. That beautiful man. Here at Bethesda Game Studios, we want our players, our fans, to be well nourished. So, we've made our game heat up your CPU so much that you could cook breakfast, lunch, or even dinner on your CPU while playing Oblivion. Yeah, thank you, nerd emoji. Todd Howard is someone that's just so fun to do an impression of. Oh my god. Na 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 na. It's weird because this Ollie almost looks bigger than this Ollie, but it's just a weird depth perception type thing going on there. Oh no, the Subarus didn't touch. What kind of sick world are we living in when two Subarus can't even touch? Nice, nice. No Subarus in play. No Matsuris in play either? Criminy. Music? Oh, the music in this game? Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing. Like, this game just definitely, like you said, it's like an earworm. It just crawls its way in, and it's like, this is my home now. Yeah. It is real. Oh, damn it! I should have maybe held it for a little longer. Gura, no! That's my festival. Oh, I completely forgot. I was supposed to look and see what the next one that I can, No. My next target to unlock. Let's see. Oh! Oh, Sakura Miko! I just need to make the biggest one of all one more time. I definitely want Sakura Miko. I'm just trying to see if there's like another one where it's like, yeah, just get the biggest one as this one. Oh, both of these ones rely on Laplas. That's crazy. Well, achieve 9 chains. That's wow. I don't know if I'm ever getting that. Oh, Usada Pekora is the biggest one. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Except I need to do it twice. Let's see. Where's Peko? Peko. Oh, Peko's here. Man, I have a Pekora's. The way that she ends her stream is burned into my head because I have it, like, usually YouTube autoplays it, because I have YouTube going when I sleep. It usually autoplays her stream around the time I wake up. You know, so it's just like, bye-bye, ending. Just, it's like burned into my head. Every time I see Pekora, it just makes it, bye-bye, ending. Nice.
Thank you. Love.
Love. Man, I wish I understood Japanese. I need to pick up my language learning again. Nice. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Boom. Yeah, see, that's a 4 chain. To unlock Lapis, I need to get a chain of 9. I don't even know how I would even set something like that up. That's crazy. Mina. Nice. Put this here, and then we could combine the Okayus, and then the Coronades, and then the Aquas. Yeah, I don't even know how you could set up like a chain of 9 outside of just completely doing it by accident. By throwing more heads. That's true, that's true. What a weird... Yeah, right? That's what I mean with this game. It's like... It sounds so weird, like, on paper, you know? Oh, we almost got it that time. I think the highest I got was 8. So, I mean... If the highest I've gotten is 8, then 9 is well within reason. It's just... That feels like the kind of thing I'm only ever going to be able to do on accidents. You know what I mean? Oh, that was it. I thought that was Aqua. But alas, it was Okayu. Crazy. A little Coronet in there. Nice. Crazy. Okay. Nah, nah, nah. So that's Matsuri that does the nah, nah, nah. I was wondering which one does that. Now that I hear it, it does sound like her. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, the clip that always comes to my mind when I think of Matsuri is when she was just like, I am God, okay? And then everyone just started calling her God for a while. I just like the little okay. It's like, yeah, sure. Far be it from me to deny your godlyhood. No, the Coronet is separating the Shiones. I always get Shion's name mixed up with that one car, the Scion, whatever it's called. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How's it going? Hey, what's up, Midnight? Thank you for coming on in. We're doing alright. We're just stacking some VTubers. You know, just having a nice, pleasant, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday. Uh-oh. Yeah, welcome on in. How you doing on this day? I was trying to think of an adjective. Today sure does exist. No, I've got it mixed up. I thought it was a Subaru in my hand. There it is. Obviously you throw it harder if you make karate sounds in real life. You played a good game yesterday. Which game was it? What game did you play? Yeah, I spent a lot of yesterday playing the Oblivion remaster, which was fun. Just like I was saying before, I'm gonna have to maybe look at some mods, some stability stuff. I'm really glad that I'm not the only one, though, that's having an issue with, like, the optimization. I feel like maybe... I feel like they could have maybe left this one in the oven a little bit longer, you know, maybe extend the development cycle just a little bit to make sure that it runs a little more smooth. Oh, Stellar Blade! Interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that game. And you had a good experience with it, huh? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. There's a demo. I'll have to check that out then. If there's, honestly, not enough games let you try out demos these days. So I have a lot of respect for the games that do offer free demos. Hey man, nothing wrong with letting people know what they're in for, you know? Especially if they're gonna start charging like $80 for video games. It's like, you better let me see if I like it before I, you know, spend a small fortune on it. Oh, what the hell? There she go! Bye-bye! Hey, we got Kobo! Nice. Yeah, I've never... Those were some physics. I ain't never seen that one before. Oh, man. Model, why aren't you tracking? Let me see. Oh. Because Droid Cam decided to refresh. There we go. But yeah, Kobo. Excellent. Set Crazyology in your deck and achieve a total of 300 chains. Nice! I like Kobo a lot. Yeah, we could cycle in Kobo. Sup, Dirt? It's been a long while. Hey, Terror! Good to see you, man. How you doing? You missed the physics. Don't worry, I'm gonna clip it later. Fucking shot off the screen, man. That was so crazy. Oh, man. Blood got launched. Hololive Space Mountain. Oh, here, I could actually manually check for you. Midnight, you have been following me since November 12th, 2022. Thank you for the continued support. Yeah, what's up, Tara? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. S-tier physics. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, let's put in Kobo. I like Kobo a lot. Fucking... I keep talking about, like, my favorite clips of them. My favorite one with Kobo is she was playing... I forget what it was called, but it was one of those rage games. It was kind of like Getting Over It, except you're these little goblin dudes that are, like, on pogo sticks. And she was playing it with Calliope Mori. And I think... Because, like, Kobo... Like, she speaks English pretty decently, but she's still, you know, learning it. And I think she picked up the word bitch from Calliope Mori. To the point where she just kept saying it over and over, and Mori's like, no, that's not a word that you should just be, like, throwing around. And then at one point, Calliope Mori, I keep saying her full government name, but she succumbed to the rage at one point, and then Kobo was just like, the way she said it was like, chill, bitch. And Mori's reaction was just, hey! Oh, man. Chill. Pause. Bitch. So yeah, I like Kobo a lot. She's really funny. I love her hair too. The way that it looks like waves. Such a cool design. We love the cool Dort here. Aww. Oh hey, I love. You know what Dort loves? Dort loves the cool chat and the inhabitants within. My days can be summed up by quoting Malcolm in the Middle. I expect nothing and I'm still disappointed. I feel that. Man, I haven't watched that show in so long. Probably like... Oh god, probably like 20 years. I need to stop aging. I need to put my foot down and say that's it. No more aging. There's Kobo. Another Kobo. Oh, which member? Saying full name Calliope Mori like you're Gigi. Yeah, you're right, just like Gigi does. Hey, swaggin'. Dude, Gigi is so fucking funny. She is such a little gremlin. Like when her and Mori were playing Repo, and Mori was dead, and obviously they weren't playing with any mods or anything, and then Gigi's just going around like, Calliope Mori, stay silent if you want me. And of course, obviously, Mori had no choice but to stay silent. My spirit animal. Honestly, yeah, I could see that. Gigi, man, she's one of those people where it's like, where do you get this energy? I wish I had that. I wish I had that level of goblin within me. She really does say the full government name every single time. Calliope Mori. Oh man. Yeah, I need to unlock Gigi for sure. I wonder what the prerequisite for that is. If I remember after this one, I'll check. I can only imagine what quotes they used for her. Aurora Pantera from Howlite. Oh yeah! I like Aurora a lot. She's really funny. I really like the the reaction images people have made with her, because her model, when her model is like open mouth smiling, it looks like she's just laughing her ass off. So then people put like the point emoji, so it's like, yeah, she's laughing at you. She also leans ace and just flirts because she can, which based, yeah, very true, very true. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, she definitely it's almost like she makes a sport out of flirting and like trying to like fluster the other members, which I always find to be interesting. Chatting takes practice. To chat like that, I don't have. Yeah, you know, it's just like, honestly, on the subject of Hololive, it was Kiara from Hololive English that kind of how to say, like, she's the one that I learned it from, because she's like, you know, it's just, you gotta have, like, you gotta learn the skill of, like, just pulling dialogue out of your ass, essentially, you know what I mean? Just keep it going, keep it going. Even if there's no one in chat that's engaging with it, just keep talking, you know, because it's like, well, it's like if someone comes into your stream and you're already talking, it's like, it's easier for them to start chatting too, you know? Which, not to say that you can't ever have any downtime in your streams, you know, obviously, but like, yeah, it's a good idea to just, I don't know, just the first thing that comes to your mind. You know, maybe something that happened the other day, or maybe some game, even just anything. Literally anything. You know, just gab it up. No filter and no self-control. I mean, hey, some people like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you know, you think about people like Pipkin Pippa and stuff like that, she's definitely got no filter. She's... So, I mean, that's another thing, too. It's like, you know, it's like, if you can, like, it's not that you have to, how to word it? It's like, it's not that you can't go in without a filter. It's like, that's completely fine. It's just, if you can, like, refine that, you know what I mean? Like, take that no filter and then just, like, refine it to be, like... I'm struggling to find, like, the words, but it's like, if you could take that... Because that's a good thing, too. A lot of people... You know, I mean, a lot of people can't let go of their... You know, their filter, you know? Whereas other people, they just say whatever comes to their mind. And honestly, I mean, like, just talking about, like, Gigi and stuff like that, it's like, they're like that, too, with, like, no filter. You know, something pops in their mind, they say it. You know, so it's just, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You know, and plus, I'm not gonna lie, it might sound kind of cringe, but I actually do practice. I actually do practice gabbing. Like when I'm playing a game by myself, sometimes I'll just sit there and talk to myself as if I'm streaming. I'm not gonna lie, I practice. You know, so it's just nothing wrong with that, I don't think. You love your phone. What's your phone's wallpaper? Is it Rora? Talk about other than practice, and it's just second nature at this rate. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong. It's like, I remember someone saying to me once, it's like, there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. There's only an issue when you start answering yourself. You know, it's like everyone has like this like monologue inside, you know, but it's like, as long as you're not having like an actual conversation with yourself, then, you know, at that point, you know, oh no, I have issues. No, I just mean like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, talking to yourself and all that. Like I said, it's like practicing. It's like, you know, it's like practicing any other skill, really. Oh, it's Scarla from Ninja Sanji. Yeah, I like Scarla a lot too. She's really funny. She's got good vibes. Her model is super pretty too, like super pretty. If I allow myself to just say whatever, it's almost always be a string of swear words, so I just don't speak on stream ever. Honestly, I'll tell you, saying a string of swear words would, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Because that's the thing, it's like, people come to your streams for your personality, you know what I mean? It's like, because a lot of people think that it's like, the only thing that matters is like the game you play, which, don't get me wrong, I mean, yeah, playing a more popular game will obviously give you, like, a bigger pool of people to come, but it's your own personality that makes people stay and come back, you know what I mean? So honestly, it's like, my advice for streaming is just be yourself, say whatever you want to say, whatever's on your mind, you know, you don't have to make this, like, false persona. You don't have to do anything like that, just be yourself, because at the end of the day, people are going to be, the people that come to your streams are going to be there for you above all else. Like, the game you play might affect it a little bit, but at the end of the day, the reason that they pick you over another streamer is because of your personality, so you might as well embrace it. Because the thing with, the thing with, like, trying to keep a, like, false persona going is that it's exhausting. I've seen a lot of VTubers where it's like, you know, they go with like a false, not like false, because that implies that they're like being dishonest, but it's like they go in with like a, like they're playing like a character almost, you know, where it's not like their true, maybe it's like a little bit of their personality, but it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like a more idealized, with, like, you can't see my air quotes, but I'm doing air quotes, a more idealized version of themselves. But then after a while, they get tired of it, you know? They get tired of it, and they're like, you know what? I can't even relate to the character that I'm trying to portray here. So they, you know, and then a lot of times those VTubers, they'll do a rebrand or something, and they'll change their persona to something that feels more akin to who they are, and it works out for the better, you know? So it's just like, that's just a very long-winded way of me saying, you're better off just being yourself. Even if you think like, oh no, people won't like me. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Out of all the people out there, you know what I mean? It's like, you're bound to find someone. I'm a little, I've been yapping so much, I've been kind of missed out on chat. Sometimes I just realize I'm wondering mid-wonder, and I just answer myself like, oh, that's it. Yeah, I mean, like, that, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? I mean, I just, like, I guess that whole saying, like, as long as you don't answer yourself, I think that's more like, you know, you, like, it's like when, like, you hear voices in your head, and then you start talking back to the voices, or something. I don't know. But, moral of the story is that it's, you know, it's something that you can practice if you really want. You know, the whole talking and like talking when you're not really getting much response, you know what I mean? To just keep it going and going, which is kind of interesting because anybody that's ever like hung out with me off stream, you'd probably know that I'm not super talkative off stream. But that's just because honestly it's like the quieter I am, the more comfortable I am, if I'm being honest. I give follow. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a couple of cool streamers here today that I would recommend following. Callie and Sana down there. I'm sorry, but I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Too demoralized to see my streams get deleted in less than 24 hours. Why do streams get deleted in 24 hours? Because VODs are supposed to stay up for 2 weeks. I mean, is it because of, like, copyright or something? I've never had that happen before. Best thing I ever did was make my model similar to me IRL, even with the dyed purple hair at the time. Was just going with nothing but me. Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. Just be yourself. Exactly, yeah, just be yourself. Like, this design that I've been using for the last, like, 4 years or whatever, it actually wasn't even one that I made or even really had much of a say in. Just one of my friends was like, hey, you like VTubers and you stream, you want to be a VTuber, right? And I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool. And then she's like, well, here, I bought this adoptable design for you. And it was, you know, little pink-haired dragon boy. And I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, my design started as an adoptable. But I will say, I've really come to, like, see myself in this design. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it suits me. I feel very satisfied with my design. I don't think I would ever change it. Not that there's anything wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with changing your design. Nothing wrong with that at all. You do whatever makes you the most comfortable and the most satisfied, you know? Oh, I could be chatty or silent. Yeah, I guess that is true. I could be pretty silent, but then when like, you know, it's like that meme of, like, monkey sees action, neuron activation. When that happens to me, yeah, I could blab for quite a bit. Multiple personalities, so I can have full-blown conversation with them. Yes, other voices give genuine, thought-out responses. Oh. Really? I thought streams still stayed around for 2 weeks, even if you're not an affiliate. I mean, I guess I could be wrong. It's been a while. Honestly, though, like, affiliate is something that's, like, well within people's grasp. It's just, like, if you stick with it, I feel like you can get affiliate pretty easily. It's the kind of thing where it seems unattainable at first, but then it's like, I don't know, if you just stick with it, eventually it just kind of happens. That's just the system, not anything else. I just transfer my VODs to YouTube. It's true, I do that too, because I have, like, because I have 2 YouTube accounts, and I have one that's specifically just for VODs, and it's like, there's even an option in the video manager where it's just like, yeah, transfer it over to YouTube. That's what I do. I have some good news to share. Oh, what's your good news, Midnight? My favorite part of your design is when people find out you're not a twink. Sana, he's not a twink. No, I've gotten that a lot. People see what I look like in real life, and they're like, wait, you're not this, like, 5'2" twink little... Like, no, I guess not. Because in real life, I'm 6'1", and I have, like, a beard and stuff. I've gotten that a lot, yeah. With, like, wait, you're not a twink? Hey, nothing wrong with being a twink, let me say that. I have a lot of respect for twinks, frankly. Sana. I feel like even Callie was surprised when she first saw me. Never stay up for more than 24 hours, even if I mute all game audio. That's odd. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, if you want, just... Honestly, just like Callie's saying, you could just link one of your YouTube accounts to your Twitch account, and then you could just... Literally, the second the stream ends, you can just click, like, with one button, and it'll put it over to your YouTube account. I think you could even, like, change the title and the description right there on Twitch. Which you could always go and do that later, too, if you wanted. Trying to be a content creator with just a PS5 and a dream, and it's dying rapidly. I understand. I understand. I remember the first stream I ever did was from my PS4, and... Yeah, I will say, the PlayStation streaming interface does leave a lot to be desired. Yeah, in fact, my first ever stream I did from my PS4, I actually did Facecam. And looking back now, I remember watching the VOD, I'm like, oh, that is such an unflattering angle of my face. And that's when I'm like, okay, no more face cam. And then I became a VTuber. You were? I had a feeling you were, Cal. Yeah. Maybe one day, for a special occasion, I can do a face cam stream. Maybe, I don't know. I have no issue with it. I would maybe be a little shy, but that's about it. I'd do it. It would probably shock a lot of people. Like, wait, you're not who I thought you are. Oh, your VTuber plushie's coming today? Yeah, you could show me, absolutely. Yeah, by all means. That's so cool. I am a VTuber merch appreciator. You assume that's a PC feature? I mean, yeah, but... Like, I mean, like, you can maybe even do it from your phone. I don't know. I mean, if you want, you can maybe, like, even just for that alone, you know, just for transferring the VODs, I mean, you can maybe even just get, like, a cheap laptop or something. Or even, like, a tablet or something. You know? It's a Twitch thing. Move VODs from Twitch to YouTube on your Mac. Yeah. They honestly do make it pretty easy. I don't know if you could do it from, like, mobile. You might be able to. One second. But, you know, like, to be honest, I've been there where it's like, you know, it's like, oh man, my motivation to stream is just kind of gone. I don't feel like doing it anymore. And, you know, I've had thoughts of just, like, pulling the plug and just saying, you know what, screw it, I'm done. But you know what? Honestly, I don't think it's something I could ever, like, full-on quit. Like, the most I could ever see myself doing when it comes to streaming is maybe not doing it for a while, but it would never be, like, a full-on, like, no, I'm done, it's never happening again. Frankly, I'm not good enough with hard decisions like that to ever full-on quit anyway. I don't own a PC anymore. It was kaput, plus my PC was still running on a 2006 OS. Wow. That's like a relic. Damn, if it was still working, you could probably make money off of that. And income prevents me from pretty much doing anything. I understand. No, I understand. It's tricky. It's tricky, but... I don't know. It's frankly, it's like, there's always a way. There's always a way. One way or another. Yeah, like, honestly, it's just, there's always something you could do. I definitely had to learn that one the hard way. Oh. Let's see. Oh, we've been going for an hour now. We hit the 1 hour mark. My PS5 says I can't I can just stream whenever and I don't have to say a word while doing it. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's nice to just have it like that, yeah. Oh. Nice to have that convenience. For sure. For sure, for sure. That is kind of a funny thing. It's like, as... You know, like, because after I made the leap from PNG tuber to, like, actual VTuber, it's like, oh my god, that's so much more that I have to set up now every time I go to stream. But I don't mind it. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy having an actual model that's, you know, tracks me and all that. It's fun. Literally, yeah. Honestly, yeah, because before it was like, with the PNG, it's like, I don't have to do shit. But now it's like, oh, I have to set up my phone. I have this little stand that I put on my desk. I have to put that there. I have to open Droid Cam. I have to open VTube Studio. I have to make sure it's all working. But it's one of those things where it's like, after you do it enough times, it kind of just becomes like muscle memory. You know what I mean? You don't even think about it. So many programs, right? I remember, like, before, like, when because this model I bought right here, it's kind of just, it's like one of those customizable ones. It was like 17 bucks. And, man, I remember when I bought it, I'm like, oh, dude, I hope my computer can handle all these programs open at once. Thankfully, it can. Honestly, give it a little pat. My computer has, my PC has honestly surprised me with what it's capable of. And it wasn't even like a super high-end one either. Even with a Stream Deck, it's so much. Honestly, right? For real. Oh, there is a Discord command. Let me see. There we go. If you want to join the Dortcord, you're more than welcome to. I've been wanting to do some more watch-alongs. It's been a while. We were going through all the Dragon Ball Z Oh, I have the Star Eyes now. We'll keep the Star Eyes. Either way, I hope everyone's having a decent day. So, yeah. My day's been pretty decent thus far, even though it's still pretty early in, but... Hey. Still good nonetheless. I hope you're having a good one, too. You know, remember to take some time for yourself and practice self-care and all that. It's always important to be kind to yourself. No, don't be sorry for rambling. I appreciate it. Well, I mean, like, I appreciate you being here chatting, you know. You don't have to apologize. You too? Yeah, you too. You too, Sana. I am saying that right, Sana? I just want to make sure. Bam. 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 Oh no. Being here is better than what I was going to do. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad to provide you some company. Honestly, yeah, sometimes just putting on a stream and just turning your brain off, it goes a long way. You enjoy my company? I enjoy your company too. I'm glad that I can provide you with some decent company, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm admittedly pretty bad with stuff like DMs and whatnot. Honestly, it's like, I spent so long of my life as an introvert that socializing, like, I forget socializing is even a thing that you can do sometimes, you know what I mean? It's like, wait, there are other people out there, and they act, and like, I can converse with them? You know what I mean? I like, forget that that's even a thing I can do, because I was an introvert for so long. And I still am, but I've come out of my shell quite a bit, I think. Some people say Sana, some people say Suna. Okay. Okay, I'll stick with Sana. Sana-sama. Yeah, that sounds cute. Sana-sama. Sana-sama. Okay, though, I'm glad that I was saying it right. I'm always paranoid about that, where it's like I say someone's name like out loud, and I'm like, oh god, I hope I said that correct. Yeah, that is super cute, Sana-sama. Yeah, I like the sound of that a lot. Yeah, that's a really cute name that you've come up with for yourself. And I saw that sneak peek that you posted of your new design. Honestly, looks super good so far. I love it. I mean, like, I knew I would because, you know, you've got good taste in designs and all that, but I'm definitely excited to see what like the full picture and all that. Oh, oh, there you are, Midnight. Okay. Oh, you got a banana. Yeah, I've seen her around. She's got a really cute design. That's really cute. Awesome. Good on you. I hope it comes in good condition and all that. I've thought about doing dirt merch. I don't know if I could justify it as it is right now, but I've thought about it, like, if I ever did do merchandise, what I would sell. You're welcome, Sana. You're welcome. I only speak the truth. Oh no, Matsuri. Look at that! Is that really necessary? Come on, get in there. Come on. Quit screwing around. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Wish you were good at art. Honestly, I do too. But it's the kind of thing where it's just, if you just do it, you get better at it over time, you know? Like, I think I still have the picture up on one of my things here. Designs for a Fumo and the lying down one. I totally forgot the name. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I would love a Kalibi Fumo. That would be so funny. Let me see. Is it this one? Yeah. This is a drawing I did a couple of months ago for a VTuber named Nemcro. You know, not the best art in the whole wide world, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. I think it turned out pretty good. And I'm like as novice as it gets, man. I'll tell you that right now. I'm as novice as it gets. But yeah. You know, I mean, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's the way I see it. You know what I mean? I am pretty satisfied with this. I do have to say, it's probably the best thing I've ever drawn, quality-wise. Eyes and what? Hey, that's a start! You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Stick figures is honestly a pretty good way to, like, learn proportions and stuff like that. Yeah, like, my first... Like, this was definitely my first VTuber art. I cooked... Oh, thank you. I'm pretty satisfied with the, my first ever VTuber fan art. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, for someone that's, like, ultra novice, I think I did pretty well. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. No! I immediately come back to the game and immediately lose. Damn it. I don't have any reasons to improve at art. Well, you just said that you wish you were good at art. That's a reason enough alone. Honestly, like, I feel like the best motivation for doing art is simply just wanting to do it. Like, because, I mean, there's always stuff like, oh, well, I want to be able to do commissions and make money off it. And it's like, sure, that's a valid goal to have, but it's like, you should start off with just, I want to draw. I feel like drawing, I'm going to draw. That's how I've been. You know what I mean? Everyone starts somewhere. Most people aren't good at starting out. The only thing you need is... Exactly, yeah. It's true. Because it's like even in my minimal experience, it's like, I started to pick up, like, oh, okay, so I actually do have, like, an art style. And it's like, once you discover your own personal art style, it kind of... I don't know, it's just... It all starts to kind of click. Hyperfixation is video games are random. I mean, like, me too. I mean, like, my main fixation is video games for sure, but I do still enjoy doing art. It's like, I go into it thinking, like, yeah, you know what, this isn't going to be, like, a masterpiece, but it's going to be fun to do. And at the end of it, I'm going to look at it and think, wow, I did this. You know, this is something that I made with my own hands. I'm not the baby. Who said that, Kobo? Baby? I'm not the baby. I wish I was good so my OC would finally have an official design, but that's not enough of a reason for me to... Sure it is. See, that's the thing, is like, you don't really even need a reason. You know, your whole reason for doing it could literally just be wanting to do it. Or just because it's like, wow, I'd really like to see... Like you're saying, like, because I have that same thing where it's like, forever I would always have, like, an idea of something I wanted to draw. Like, oh, you know, this would be cute as, like, fan art for this VTuber. Or like, oh, I want to see this character in this situation. And it's like, it just sucks because you can't really get it out of your head. You know what I mean? But it's like, honestly, it's just... that alone is enough reason too. Just, you know, I want to see this character, like, realized or whatever, and, you know, that alone could be your motivation. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't have natural talent starting out. I just like that. Exactly, yeah. And look how far you've come. I mean, you've made your own models and everything, which is super impressive. I mean, like, rigging and model art and all that. It's like honestly, I've watched people, like, stream the rigging process. That stuff might as well be magic to me, honestly. It blows my... like, I am always so impressed by people that can do that. So, yeah, I mean... you know, it's true. You start out with, like, no skill, because obviously, you know what I mean? You're not gonna, like, you know, you start out with like, no talent, and then you grow and grow and grow, and then you get to the point where it's like, yeah. It's like, I want to see this character in this situation. Boom, drew it. And now it exists. Oh, posture check and a hydrate. Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoy that. I appreciate that. Pardon my stutter. Did I stutter? Well, yes, Dirt. Yes, you did. Yeah, you know, it's like... I definitely wouldn't say I'm, like, a good artist, but... it is fun to do, and that's what's most important. You know, and then you just kind of get good at it as you go. It's just like with video games, you know? Like... no, like, you don't start playing video games because you want to be good at video games. You just play them because they're fun. And then you just... happen to be, you just become good at them, you know, like along the ride, you know what I mean? So it's like honestly, yeah, it's just don't really go into anything where it's like, I want to be really good at this thing, you know. Instead, just think, I want to do it because I want to do it. So I watch stuff while I draw or embroider, listen to audiobook, etc. Same, having something on the side helps. It really does. That is important too. It just to take like that like quick 2-minute break to like let your brain refresh. Lose interest in things very quickly. Me too. I mean, that drawing I showed you guys, I mean, like, it wasn't the most intricate drawing ever, but that took me like 2 weeks. 2 weeks of on and off drawing because, you know, yeah, it's just I get to a point where I'm like, okay, it's not clicking with me anymore. My brain is tired. It's not working. I'm going to set it aside for now and come back. But that's normal. And frankly, it's healthy to give yourself those moments to, like, you know, like, come back to it later with a fresher brain. It's just so fun to do. I literally watched the Tylenol murders while doing embroidery today. I wonder if that, like, motivated your process. You're like sitting there like sticking it even harder with the needle just because of the content. Like, it's like the shower scene from Psycho. You know, the I'm so idiot, multiple things going at once. Oh god, me too. EDC's the reason I have 3 monitors and looking for a 4th. That is so beyond relatable, yeah. Yeah, I always need to have multiple things going at the same time, too. I'm honestly surprised that I don't, like, watch, like, listen to stuff on the side while I'm streaming, you know? Because I always have to have YouTube or Twitch or something up. 1,000 things blaring at me at once. Honestly, yeah, same. Same. I completely feel that. I don't know, it's like, you would think that having all that stimuli all at once would be distracting, but it's actually not. It helps me focus, if anything. It's why I got a wide-ass monitor. Yeah, your monitor is enormous. That would be crazy to use a monitor that big. Like, I would feel like I'm in some kind of, like, battle station. I have 3 and 1 is basically 2 monitors. Yeah, right. Then cookie run on my phone to your left. Hey, you know, as long as you're not being overloaded and in fact it's actually helping, then ain't nothing in the world wrong with that. Not a gosh darn thing. Beautiful, intricate, delicate flowers while watching Thinking Kill. ADHD heaven, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. My whole thing is, if I had all the things I need to be a VTuber, I'd already have 3 3D models fully rigged by myself, because that looks fun to me. Plus, I like making 3D models since I wanted to develop it. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, that's good motivation right there alone. You know, so it's just... I don't know, maybe down the line you can find yourself some kind of PC or something, and... You know, yeah, you could make your own. I know a lot of VTubers that just make their own model and then even rig it, which, like I said, that stuff is like, it might as well be like magic. Like, I'm watching it, I'm like, how do you do this? It looks so cool, and honestly, I think rigging looks pretty interesting too. It's like, it's something I've thought about giving a try. Which, honestly, it's like, if it clicks, that'd be great, because that could be like a source of income right there. I could become a rigger. And then people could call me, like, yeah, that's my rigger. I eat dirt. Which, that'd be so cool, man. I've thought about it. Maybe I could give it a try sometime. You know, just kind of like make myself a goofy 3D model. Not really trying to make it look good or anything, just to, like a practice dummy, basically. Easy to learn, hard to stick to and master is what I found. I forgot how to do it already, fair enough. Yeah, it seems like that kind of thing where it's like, you have to just be prepared for a lot of, like, dedication to it, I guess. But honestly, like, once you can get it to click with you, it's like, how to say, it's like, at that point it becomes just like, second nature, I guess. It really is all about just finding a way to make it click with you to the point where it's like you could do it without even thinking about it, I need to get that way with art. In fact, maybe I'll draw something today. It's been a long time. Honestly, yeah, it's just art in general, whether it's drawing or rigging, because I consider rigging to be art. I do. It's just any kind of art type thing is just, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool and it makes you feel good doing it. It's like, even if it doesn't come out perfect, it's like, even just like, wow, I made this. Not to mention, it's like, the next time you do it, you'll probably be even better at it. Gonna find some food? Absolutely, yeah, no problem. No problem. Find yourself some good lunch. Yeah, I hope you can get yourself something good, son. I appreciate you being here. A lot of riggers stream their process, and they all make it look complicated, but my brain sees it as a puzzle, and I've already solved the wire. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, honestly, yeah. That it's like a puzzle. It's not this, like, super impossible to figure out thing. It's just, like you said, it's like a puzzle. That's a really good way to look at it. It's just a thing for you to figure out how to make work. And then once you do figure it out, it feels pretty darn good. Well, although I was planning on playing ESO originally, I am glad to have this game to play, because I do enjoy this game a lot. As stressful as it can be! Aww. Damn. We'll maybe do a couple of more games. Bad game. Yeah, bad game. Uninstall. I take it back. I take back everything I said. Yeah, I was gonna stream yesterday, but man, I woke up so sick yesterday morning. Oh, it was awful. I think something I ate just didn't agree with something else that I ate. So I was gonna stream yesterday, but I figured, you know what? I had such a rough morning, maybe it's better I let myself rest. And I did, and I wound up sleeping. At least that's the one good thing about waking up sick and all that, is at least you know the next time you go to bed you're gonna sleep really well. Yeah. But, what was I saying before about, like, like, when it comes to, like, face cam and all that, it's like, honestly, like I said, I wouldn't mind doing it. You know, I really have no aversion or whatever would be an appropriate word to do, showing my face. I just, like I said, I never really felt the need to, I guess is what it is. I got nothing to hide at the end of the day. I have been thinking, I might do a hand cam stream soon. If I could figure out how to make that look good. Because, I was given a Mario Kart Lego set, like a couple of months ago from a family member. It's nothing too big, it's only 174 pieces, and it's just like Mario's Kart. But, yeah, that could be an interesting thing to do on stream. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Maybe I will do that soon. I'll just have to find a decent enough, like... I know you sent me a couple of different programs I could try, Callie. I just forget which ones they are. It's just because I don't feel like paying for Droid Cam, and I don't want to have, like, their watermark on it while I do it. Because, frankly, I'm not super satisfied with Droid Cam because it crashes on me a lot. Otherwise, I'd maybe consider it. I could just draw eyes and post them, but I don't really see a reason to... See, that's the thing, dude. You don't really need a reason to do anything. You could just do it just because you want to. You know, because, I mean, like, that's something that I kind of struggle with, too. It's like, oh, why should I do this? There's no point. But it's like, well, maybe the point of doing it is just simply the act of doing it. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. It's like, don't let, like, that dictate what you do, what you share, because it's like, you don't need a reason. You really just truly don't need a reason. You know, it's like, if you want to post it, go right ahead. You know, if you want to do something just for the sake of doing it, nothing wrong with that in the world. You know, so you don't really need to have a reason to do that kind of stuff. Just do it because you want to. Yeah, that's another thing, too, is, like, if you look for reasons not to, you're gonna find them. Which is kind of a devastating thing, because it's like, a lot of people end up holding themselves back just because they're like, well, I don't really have a reason to do it. But that's just the thing, is like, the act of doing it alone is the reason. Also really easy to trump that because I feel... Exactly. Exactly. It's just like I said, it's just like playing video games. It's like, you know, it's like, you don't need a reason to play video games aside from just the fact that you want to do it. You have a good time doing it. You know, it's just like that with anything else. You know, you do something just because you want to. Want to because I only draw by hand. I don't use a weird digital. That's fine too. That's completely fine too. I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that just draw with pen and paper. Or pencil and paper, what have you. You know, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to be digital art in order for you to do it or share it or anything like that. Yeah, Callie draws traditional a lot. Which, truth be told, I would draw traditional more. It's just, it's just with digital, it's so much easier to, like, just click the undo button, you know what I mean? I should try drawing traditional, though. It would be nice. I've done it a bit here and there. Yeah, honestly, like, the best advice I can give is just don't let, like, a perceived lack of reason stop you from doing something you want to do. Just do it. You know, you ain't got to do it for any reason. You ain't got to do it for any person's sake. Just do it because you want to. You know what I mean? Undo is so much easier, but the lack of paper feedback, even with my paper feel screen, is just so lacking. I'm bad. No, I understand. I can imagine someone that, you know, drew for a long, long time the old school way, you know, trying to convert that to a screen. I mean, even for me, it felt weird. Because it's like, because I remember when at first for me, it was either I pushed way too hard or I didn't push hard enough. Because like, sometimes I'd be like, oh, well, I don't want to damage the screen. But then I'm like, well, no, the screen is designed for me to do this. So it shouldn't be an issue. Digital always has tracking issues in my experience, so traditional pen has better feedback. I mean, my tablet does have its issues, but tracking seems to work just fine for me, honest, frankly. The only issues I have is sometimes it'll change which display like my pen is working on, but all I have to do in that case is just turn the tablet off and turn it back on. And honestly, a lot of the times when that happens, I noticed is when I have something open on Steam. Because that charity event collab thing that I was doing a couple of weeks ago, they did Gardic Phone. And I remember I streamed my POV for that one. And oh my god, dude, my pen would just not stay on the tablet. It would keep going to my main monitor. And then I realized it's because I had VTube Studio going. So and then there was another time where it was like I think it was just like Fallout Shelter or something like that. I was kind of playing that on the side while I was like waiting for, you know, people to finish their turns on Gardic Phone. And it happened then too. So I kind of just come to the realization like, oh, so I guess Steam kind of messes with that. So if I ever did another like Gardic Phone stream or an art stream, I'd probably have to go PNG. Just because I can't really have VTube Studio going, but that's okay. Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf says it best. Oh my god, that just reminded me of that old Shia LaBeouf video. You know the one. And then at the very end, the camera turns around to reveal that the only person in attendance is Shia LaBeouf. It really is. I have to wonder, like, what spawned that? You know what I mean? Like, what on earth made people want to make that? Not that it's bad or anything, it's just, it's perplexing is what it is. The big issue is just you have to have your model displayed on the same monitor that you're doing art on, so YouTube Studio registers both screens. So, you mean like if I take the VTube Studio window and I drag it onto my tablet, like underneath what I'm doing, that it'll work? Huh. I hadn't thought of that. I could give that a try. I appreciate the advice. Yeah, I'll give that a try next time, see if it works. I mean, that would... Well, it's just... I'm pretty sure I had my VTube Studio on my secondary monitor. But I don't know, it's still worth a try. Oh my god. Actually, I learned a year ago from an indie art VTuber. Fair enough. That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind next time I give something like that a try. One quick second. One quick moment. Yeah, this music reminds me of like old school like PlayStation games or N64. Because what's that? Like they're it sounds like they're using an organ in this music. No? Because I remember a lot of games back then. I'm pretty sure they used an organ or something similar to it. Not sure. No, I'm that same way, for sure. It's like, I need to be able to test it myself before I say if it works or not. But, I mean, it's worth trying regardless. Either way. I'm actually doing pretty good. I do so much better at this game when I'm not, like, actively trying to do good. Back with ramen, hey, no! That wasn't your fault, don't worry. Back with ramen, nice. I hope it's some good ramen. Welcome back in, Senna. Pleasure to have you here. Take a big stretch break. Yeah, I hope you're having some good ramen. I love ramen too. Whether it's like from a restaurant or even just like microwave ramen. I've been getting this spicy ramen that has wontons in it. Oh my god, dude, those are so good. I love wontons. I'm gonna play a video game while I listen to the stream. Hope everyone has a good time. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Have yourself a nice lurk. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have fun with your game. You know, and just like I said, remember, man, if you ever want to do something like art or anything like that, don't let lack of reason stop you from doing it. Just do it. I appreciate you being here, though. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. That sounds amazing. It really is. It's Maruchan brand, I think. Maruchan. And yeah, it is really good. Those wontons, they just like melt in your mouth. So great. In fact, I might have some of that after the stream. Talking about ramen, now I have a taste for it. Yeah, we'll probably do a couple more games here. Maybe we could push for the 2-hour mark. And then maybe tomorrow we'll come back with more Bully. Because we are on the final chapter of Bully. Well, technically that's not true. But the actual final chapter of Bully is Endless Summer, which Endless Summer is just a free roam. There is no more story missions after that point. So we're on the last story chapter. Yeah, maybe we'll come back and do that tomorrow. It's the kind of thing where it's like, Bully is one of those games where it's just, I enjoy it so much that it's like, I almost get a little sad when I complete it. It's like, no, now I have to wait a few months before I get in the mood to play it again. But that just shows that you're playing a good game if you feel a little bummed out having to finish it. I definitely recommend Bully. Like, anybody that likes video games, I recommend Bully. It's so fun. The only thing is, it's like, if you're gonna play the Steam version, you're gonna want to get some unofficial patches. Which, super easy to install. I only have 2 of them going. there's the Silent patch, which the person that posted its name is Silent, so that's why it's called the Silent patch. Which, you know, just your standard run-of-the-mill stability patch. And then the other one I have is... it's a patch to fix a weird bug that only exists in the PC version where eventually characters' dialogue will start repeating, because it's like... so, like, you can interact with other NPCs in that game, either kindly or rudely. And it's like, as you can imagine, it's like whenever your character interacts with another character, there's like a random pool of dialogue that the game is supposed to randomly pick, you know, and then have the character say. Well, after you say every possible line, the game, instead of, like, refreshing the pool of random lines to pull from, it'll just start saying the same one over and over again. So the most common one, because everyone likes to be mean and bully, is after you insult people enough, eventually it'll get to the point where your main character, Jimmy, he just keeps going, "You suck, you suck, you suck," and that's it. So there is another patch that fixes that makes it so the game properly refreshes its random pool of dialogue, you know? And yeah, those are the only two that I have installed. Just the main unofficial patch, and then just that one to fix the dialogue. And yeah. Like, honestly, like... that's the unfortunate thing about Bully is that... the only really, like, genuinely stable version of the game is the original PS2 release, because even the 360 release that they came out with later on, I remember that one having a lot of issues. Where it's just like, playing it, you just kind of have to accept that the game's gonna crash a lot. You know what I mean? Such a good classic game. Honestly, it really is. Like, anybody that likes Grand Theft Auto or anything like that, you'll love Bully. Even if you don't. Even if you don't like Grand Theft Auto, I think Bully is still a good contender. You feel like Schedule 1 has inspiration from... I could see that, especially with, like, the skateboarding and stuff like that, and, like, the general vibe. That's another game I'm gonna have to get, Schedule 1. It looks like a lot of fun. Oh! Hey, oh. Daylight come and who wanna go home? Oh yeah, that game does have multiplayer, doesn't it? Huh. Maybe I will have to scoop it up. Then we can get some collab streams out of it. That'd be a lot of fun. Oh, I forget which movie it was. It was one of Will Ferrell's movies. And he was talking, he, like, had just lost his job, and he's like, you know, but it's okay, I'm thinking about becoming, like, you know, like a drug dealer, but, like, not like a mean drug dealer, like a really nice one, like, you know, like, hey guys, how you doing today? You having a good night? You want some crack? I think about that every time I think about, like, drug dealing, which I guess I don't think about drug dealing very often, but when I do, I think about that scene from that Will Ferrell movie. Hey guys, you want some crack or anything? Yeah, not like a big, mean, scary drug dealer, but oh, fuck. Korone! Guys, don't let Korone know that I let her fall. She'll whoop my ass. Bam! But yeah, I was saying it before, but I do want to start doing watch-alongs in the Discord more. I typically aim for Saturday nights, at least, you know, referring to like a US time zone. I guess some places in the world, my Saturday night would be your Sunday morning, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I have a couple ideas for movies I want to watch, because I definitely want to keep watching the Dragon Ball movies, because those are a lot of fun. But there's also a couple of non-Dragon Ball movies I want to watch. There's this one that I want to watch. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's called Get Something. and it's I think it's a Scottish movie. I think it's either British or Scottish, and it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like Stand By Me in a sense, you know, where it's just kind of like a group of young men that are kind of trying to traverse to somewhere. I forget a lot of the movie, what it's supposed to be about. I've never seen it. I only know of it because a YouTuber I watch mentioned it briefly, and she was like, yeah, this is a really good movie. And I'm like, oh, well, if it's a good movie, I guess I'll have to see it. I definitely want to watch that one, though. It looks pretty funny. I cannot think of the name of it for the life of me, though. It's called Get Something, and like the second word is like a verb, but like it's not like a real word. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not the baby. It's pretty funny Kobo would say that because I've seen her acting as a baby quite often. Usually when Mori Calliope's around. Something about Calliope Mori, I guess, just brings out the baby in Kobo. Okay, maybe right here. Nope. I really wanted to be able to make those Subarus touch, but that's okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. This will happen, though. Nice. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Ooh. Bad touch. There's a little bit of bad touch. Oh, that was a good touch. Man, every time I hear the expression "bad touch," it gets that Bloodhound Gang song stuck in my head. You know, everyone knows that the "you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel." That song. That's old school, man. That takes me back. I really liked the Bloodhound Gang when I was in like high school, like end of high school, early college. They're a good band. Yeah, that song. Do it again now. You and me, baby, ain't. They have a song called Ralph Wiggum, and it's the whole lyrics of the song is literally just made up of Ralph Wiggum quotes, and it's actually a really catchy song. My sash says Ultraman. It's like I'm going to Africa. Yes, ma'am, I'm a blimp. Was President Lincoln. Okay, Nixon. It's a good song. Yeah. Really good song. I recommend it. In fact, I remember... No. Yeah, no. No. No? Yeah? No. I don't remember. I was gonna say, I don't know if there is a Bloodhound Gang music video where they have Bam Margera from Jackass driving like a hot dog truck, and they have the hot dog truck drive through a tunnel because, you know, innuendos. No? Yeah, no? No. No? Yeah. No? No. Yeah, you guys just caught a glimpse of the inner workings of my mind, just constantly, yeah? Yeah, no. No? No? Yeah, no? That's a inner look of Dirt Brain right there. This is your brain on dirt. Any questions? Real. You know, I really do, like, even to this day, I still get it a lot where people ask me, like, what's your favorite kind of dirt to eat? You know, and I'm trying to think of, like what kind of, like, quirky remark can I make that I haven't already said? It doesn't bother me when people say it, like, to be clear. It's just, it's the kind of thing where it's like, okay, what could I say differently this time? clay. Yeah, you know what? Clay has a nice earthy texture to it. You know? Chewy. Got a nice mouth feel. I feel like clay tastes good. Oh, yes. Absolutely. I mean, I can see it. You can buy that edible dirt on Etsy. That is true. Edible dirt. What is that even? Like, what's the intended purpose for edible dirt? For, like making some kind of, like, cake or something? Like a cake that has, like, a design on the top of it? Like hey, my son is on the baseball team and they won the championship, so here's a cake with, like, a baseball diamond on it, but the dirt isn't actual dirt. It's... No! Literally dirt, like high... Oh, so okay, so it's not even imitation dirt. It's just literal dirt that's just high in minerals.
Sounds pretty good to me.
I wonder what it tastes like. I wonder if you could, like, mix anything in there to make it, like maybe some, like, Nesquik chocolate powder just to, like, mix in there, just to give it some, like, flavor. Oh, dot, dot, dot. Hey, I'd try it. Why not? I'd try anything at least once. It's on Amazon, too? Oh, boy. Like, I have to wonder what, like, the intended purpose is. Like... is it for, like, say you have a kid, and it's like, yeah, my kid just... Every time he goes outside, he just scoops up a handful of dirt and puts it in his mouth. I can't do nothing about it. So it's like, I go and I buy him this edible dirt, so it's like he can still get his dirt fix, but now I don't have to worry about, you know... intestinal issues. Edible red clay chunks. Hey! Now we can answer the question for sure if clay is tasty. I can imagine clay being pretty good. I'll tell you what, I don't know if it classifies as dirt, but I'll tell you one thing I don't like the taste of, and that's sand. I have memories of a kid falling down and getting sand in my mouth, and it's just like, okay, yeah, this is my personal hell. Yeah, not a fan of sand. I eat sand. That's sand might be like a cousin to dirt, but we do not, they are not on speaking terms. I just was at the beach every day. I hated the sand and mouth experience. Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of places on the body where it's like I really don't want sand to find its way into, and the mouth is definitely one of them. Oh, Caillou. Yeah, I like laying in sand too. My mom is really, like, freaked out by sand. I remember going to the beach when I was a little kid. Like, we would go down to Florida for vacation, and she would always have to insist on sitting on a towel and all that, because she's like, no, I don't want the sand on me. Which, I mean, I understand. You know, everybody has their own little thing that kind of irks them, gives them the ick. And yeah, with my mom, her thing is she just cannot stand the idea of, like, sand sticking to her. I think she's the same way with, like, grass. Which, that I completely understand, because it's like grass. Like, you ever, like, imagine, like, freshly cut grass after it rained, so it's kind of wet. You know? Oh, I hate that. Does she hate microfiber? I don't know, actually. I'll have to ask her next time I talk to her. Like, hey, what's your opinion on microfiber? And she'll be like, I don't know. She probably would not like it, though. If she's not a fan of, like, the way sand feels and all that, she probably wouldn't be a fan of that either. But hey, like I said, though, no judgment. I mean, there's things that I don't like that other people are probably okay with. Like, you want to know what bothers me? Like, One of the things, like, that bugs me more than anything when it comes to, like, sensations, you ever, like, just cut your nails and then accidentally scratch fabric? You ever have that happen? That is, like, just thinking about it right now, I'm, like, tensing up thinking about it. I hate that feeling so much. You know, so, like, you just cut your nails so they're kind of sharp. Yeah, Sana gets it. I hate, like, whenever I clip my nails, the whole rest of the day, I'm, like, super, like, carefully, like, making sure not to touch any, like, fabric or anything with it. Yeah, I cannot stand that feeling. It's the worst. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. The toenails and you get into bed, yeah, you're scratching the sheet. You know, you go to put socks on and it's scratching the inside of that. That's an awful feeling. Oh, that is such a nasty feeling. I hate that so much. This is, yeah, like, every time I clip my nails, just the whole, like, rest of the day, I'm just, like, making sure, like, not to touch anything with my nails, because I just cannot stand the way it feels. File your nails to avoid it, that's true, yeah. I can't stand filing my nails either. I can't stand it either. It feels so... Ugh. Yeah, big ick. You know, it wasn't the last time I went to the dentist, but one of the last times I went to the dentist, they actually, well, because they shot me up with Novocaine, because I think I had a little bit of a cavity forming. And while I was doing it, well, you know, I had the Novocaine and everything, and the dentist was just like, hey, that one tooth that you have up front, it's a little crooked, which, thanks, I didn't know that. But he's like, yeah, that tooth's a little crooked, and one side of it kind of hangs lower than the other. He's like, do you mind if I file that down? And I'm like, he said that, and I got, like, a chill through my body. I did let him do it, because I couldn't feel it. And it took me a long time to get used to that, but I'm used to it now. But it's just like, oh god, I'm really glad I had the Novocaine, otherwise it'd be like, no, bro, you ain't filing my fucking teeth, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I remember the one time I went to I think I told Callie about this, I went to the dentist, and I have an underbite in real life, like my top teeth. When I close my mouth all the way, my top teeth go behind my bottom teeth. It's not uncomfortable, it doesn't cause any pain, it's just that's just the way my skull is shaped, I guess. And, I stopped seeing my original dentist that I had been seeing for, like, decades. And I went to a new dentist, and she like, you know, it's like, okay, open your mouth, and she sees my underbite. And she's like, whoa, we never see an underbite like that. That's like a class 3 or something. And she, like, went to grab another dentist, like, yo, you gotta see this underbite. I'm like, am I a freak or something? Like, what do you mean? Like, whoa, look at that. Like, wow, thanks. And they're always telling me, it's like, you know, we could put, like, braces on if you want, and we could fix that underbite. I'm like, eh. It's like, that's the whole thing, though. It's like, I'm not really ashamed of my underbite. And like I said, it doesn't cause me any discomfort or anything, so it's like, why do I want to go through the torment of having braces for something that doesn't even really bother me? Yeah, like, and I feel like if you looked at me, you wouldn't be able to tell that I have an underbite, you know, because some people, when they have underbites, it, like, you could see it in the way that their face sits, you know, but in mine, I guess I'm lucky enough to where it doesn't. Also, all my wisdom teeth grew in, but they grew in a way that didn't affect me at all. So I never had my wisdom teeth pulled because they all just came in just right. So I guess I just get to have extra teeth. But, yeah, apparently I have a very, unique mouth. Yeah, calling it like a class 3 underbite. I've never heard that, but I guess that's like a really intense underbite. But yeah, I swear, it doesn't cause me any pain or anything. The only thing is that, like, if you could imagine, like, the teeth not closing in on each other, I guess that used to be kind of an issue with me for, like, biting food, but when I was little, but I mean, now that I'm an adult, not so much. I just kind of adapted to it, I guess. I don't know, it's weird, because it's like my molars touch when I close my mouth, but, like, all my front teeth don't. Just bite the steak with the molars. Easy. Yeah, you're right. Just go full plant eater. I think I do actually do that subconsciously. Like, some things I bite it with my molars because it's better, like, tooth alignment. Yeah, dinosaur. Yeah, dinosaur time. That's right. The Dirtosaurus is coming to your neighborhood, and he's biting food with his molars. Get your tickets now. Oh no! Matsuri, why? Alright, how about we do one more game and we'll close off there, and I'll go get myself some lunch. I definitely got a taste for some ramen now that we were talking about it earlier. Yeah, I remember when I started the stream, you're like, yeah, I'm probably only going to be awake for another half hour, and here we are 2 hours later. Yeah, sorry if I kept you up or anything, Callie. Feel free to head to bed whenever you need. I'm not the baby. Man, I'm gonna be saying that all day now. I'm not the baby. No, it's all on me, actually. Ha, I went and I stole your blame. Dirt, not the baby. It's true. It's true, I'm not. It's because, like, on my mom's side of the family, I was always the youngest out of all my cousins. Until one of them had a kid, which is my younger cousin I mentioned earlier. Who's, like... I was, like, 14 when she was born, so... She's probably, like, 16, 17 now. But, yeah, it's like, when she was born, I was so happy. I'm like, yes, I'm not the youngest anymore. Let's fucking go. Yeah, you're the baby now. You're the one that everyone's gonna be like, oh, hi, little baby, how are you? And none of that for me. Thank you. Oh, man. I hated being baby talked when I was little, man. I hated it. Damn, got me for real. Oh, man. I mean, I have relatives that still talk to me like I'm a baby. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be 31 this month. Yeah, no problem, Callie. Enjoy your lurk. We'll be wrapping up here soon anyway. Hope you can get comfortable and have a nice rest, and I'll be seeing you around, of course. Thanks for keeping all of us company. You're lovely company, and dare I say, a dependable mod. Have a good one. You too. You too. See you around. No UK, thanks, bye. No U times 2. How about that? Bust out the equations on you. Oh boy. Man, I'm so used to, like, the sensory overload of all of them talking at once that when it actually gets quiet and I can hear, like, the you know, when you're moving, it throws me off because it's like I'm so used to not being able to hear that over all of them talking. Usually I'm not really a big fan of sensory overload, which I feel like is kind of a normal take, but I don't know, but this game is just, it doesn't bother me. It's just part of the experience. Didn't even know, yeah, right? Yeah, from them talking and from me talking, you know, you kind of don't even notice. And then you hear it and you're like, what's that noise? Oh, dang it. My decision making is starting to be hampered because I'm hungry. It's funny how this game can be so chill, yet so stressful at the same time. Animal. Atlas, hi! Hello, hello, good to see you. How are you? This game really is cute. Yeah, I enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, it's good to see you, Alice. How you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. Yeah, I do enjoy this game quite a bit. It's very, very, very addicting. Oh no! We're gonna do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. We're gonna do one more. And no, I'm not gonna fall into the whole chain of one more game. One more game. Oh, you've been lurking? I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. I always appreciate your company. You're a chill person. Oh my god. That was such a good chain. Bam. Oh yeah, let's go. Bring it on home, baby. If we can get these Shiones to touch, that would be great. Now Kith. Nice! Oh, I've been testing out a Jet Set Radio Future as well on a totally legitimate original Xbox, I swear, haha. But I've been testing that out to see how it runs on my PC, and it does crash every now and then, but it's infrequent enough to where I consider it stable enough, so I'm just gonna play through the game on my own time, and if it stays kind of in the stable enough territory, I'll probably stream that soon too. I love Jet Set Radio Future. That is such a good game. And I'm so excited for the new one that they're gonna come out with. Honestly, it sounds like Sega has been taking initiative to kind of reboot a lot of their old titles, which I'm very happy with. Sounds fun? Yeah! Oh, it's such a good game, man. Such a good game. I mean, it speaks to how good the game is for the fact that I've been playing it over and over and over and over again since, like, what, 2001, 2002? I feel so old. It's such a good game, though, man. It really is. Everything from just the gameplay, to the aesthetics, the music, the character designs, just everything is just so good. It is just a cacophony of good. No. Oh! Kobo, your hair might look like water, but I'd prefer you to stay on land. No! Okay, that one was short. We're doing another one. Oh, and the Okayu too? No. Alright, that one was really short, so we're gonna just... We're gonna... I know I said I'm not gonna get into the whole chain of saying one more game over and over and over, but... Kobo down! I feel like it's always the VTubers that have blue in their color scheme that are the ones that want to fall off the most, I've noticed. Yep. Get in there, yeah! Oh yeah, we're stacking VTubers now. The water is calling them. Yeah, it must be. Like, hey, you're blue, I'm blue, so what should we do? Can't beat that ocean riz. I mean, Gura is down there, so I mean, that's appealing too. It's like, oh, I just have to fall in the water and I meet Gura. Oh, here she comes now. Stabbed with a pitchfork. Hi, Gura, I'm a big fan. Stab. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but let's just say that Gura's new persona she hasn't posted much yet, but she has posted. And I've been watching, like, with bated breath, like, it's like that one meme where it's like you're poking it with a stick, like, come on, do something. I'm so excited too, man. I can't wait. What's the name of it? Saba? Saba-sama? Something like that? It's just so cute because the latest thing that Saba posted, Doobie, which, for you that don't know, Doobie used to be Amelia Watson. She commented on it, like, you know, saying how excited she was, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there like fanboying, like, yes! Yes! They're not separated anymore. They're free. I always really, really, really loved the Ame-Same dynamic, you know, Gura and Amelia. It's just, they are that kind of friendship where it's just like, it makes you just happy to see it, you know? I hope they collab too. I hope so. I have a feeling that they're gonna, and they're probably gonna do it often, which I am so excited for, dude. I cannot even begin to tell you. Oh, it's gonna be good. Honestly, I feel like a big reason why Gura's graduation, I mean, like, it definitely made me sad, you know? Graduations always do. I'm a bit of a softie. But, I think a big reason why Gura's, like, the reason it didn't, like, totally devastate me was just because it's like, okay, well, now she's just gonna come back as a new persona, you know, and then she'll be able to stream with Doobie. She'll be able to play whatever game she wants. Because I remember in, back when she was Gura, she said something like, someone asked, like, if you could stream any game and you didn't have to worry about getting permissions, what game would you stream? And she said it was like Barbie Horse Adventure or something. Which, and then she lamented, she's like, well, you know, I'll probably never be able to stream that because I think the company that made Barbie Horse Adventures doesn't exist anymore, so it's like, who would you even go to get permission from? Like, who owns Barbie? Is that like Mattel or something? I don't know. It's like, I guess you can maybe reach out to the makers of Barbie, but they'd probably be like, we have no idea what you're talking about. You know, but now that she's in India again, it's like, well, don't gotta worry about permissions no more. Man, that would suck, honestly. I would hate having to, like, go and get permissions just to stream a game. I think Face Connect doesn't do that. Hololive does, and I'm pretty sure Ninja Sanji does as well, but I'm pretty sure Face Connect doesn't. Like, you don't need to get permissions. And the only reason that became a thing was because Ukami Mio from Hololive Japan, I forget what game she streamed, but it was a Capcom game. And Capcom, you know, Capcom being the cool, down-to-earth guys they've always been, went and copyright struck, like, her whole entire channel. Like, such bad copyright strike that her channel almost got terminated. But thankfully, like, the Hololive, like, staff, like, at Cover Corp were able to, like, talk to YouTube and be like, hey, so yeah, this is kind of like abuse of the copyright system. But ever since then, it became a norm because it's like, well, we don't want to have our channels terminated. It was terrible. I felt awful. You know, it just felt like Capcom just kind of, like, being jerks for no reason. You know, and it makes me think it's like, Man, if I made a video game and people wanted to stream it, I would be all for that. It's like, yes, give me free advertisement for my game. You know what I mean? It's like, why would anyone take issue with that? Who cares? I would be ecstatic. I'm like, people want to, like, not only play my game, but they want to stream it? I would be through the roof. I would be like, I'd be giddy. I'd be kicking my feet. I'd be so happy. Yeah, free advertising, exactly. Because it's like, I know that there's like this archaic belief where it's like, oh, well, people are going to watch the streamer play the game, and then they're not going to go and buy the game themselves. Which is just not true at all. You know how many games I ended up buying because I watched somebody else play it, whether it was a live streamer or a YouTuber or something? A lot of this game, for instance. The whole reason I play this, the whole reason I ended up buying this game is because I saw other people stream it. And I'm like, wow, that looks like fun, and I bought it. You know, so it's just, I don't get the mentality. It's like I said, it's archaic. It's just, I mean, honestly, it's like, what better way to see if you're actually going to enjoy a game than to watch somebody else play it? Because, like, sure, you could read reviews, but it's like, the issue with reviews is that they're always skewed to one extreme. You know, it's either, this is the best game in the world and you're gonna love it, it's the best ever, or it's, this is the worst game in the world, it's absolute dog shit, don't play it, avoid it, like the, you know what I mean? Like, very rarely do people leave, like, actual thought-out reviews. It's either just shitting on the game or, you know, praising it maybe a little unrealistically. So it's like, honestly, the best way, like, aside from actually playing the game, the best way to determine if you like a game is to watch somebody else play it. Because it's like, sure, you, like, the only way you know how a game feels is by actually playing it and all that, of course. But it's like, I don't know. It's like watching somebody play it gives you a pretty good idea of what you're in for. And I think that's, like, what's most important. Because it's like when I see, like, a trailer for a game, and they give me, like, some kind of, like, cinematic trailer that's, like, not even, like, you know what, like, it's very clear that it's just a cinematic that they made in a different program. Like, it's, like, this, it's not true to the gameplay, it's not true to the graphics, it's like, yeah, sure, it's pretty looking, but I want to see actual gameplay, you know what I mean? Like, a cinematic trailer doesn't really do much for me. When Kiara started playing the Tales of series and they became popular, I was so happy because yeah, she did do that, didn't she? Yeah, in fact, I think I wanted to give those games a try too. But yeah, it just goes to show, man, that streamers playing games, it's not going to hurt your bottom line. If anything, it's going to direct more people to your game. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. It's something that I feel like more companies should want. And there are a lot of game companies out there that are cool about it, of course. You know, that embrace it or even, like, incentivize it. Like, you know, like how like a lot of games have, like, Twitch drops and stuff like that, you know? It's like, that's good. That's embracing modernity, you know what I mean? Which you kind of have to do if you want to stay afloat in the modern day, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do appreciate Kiara. I remember when she first started out at Hololive, and she said something about how she's like, yeah, I don't play any first-person shooters, I don't like first-person shooters, I will never play a first-person shooter. And I forget which game it was, but she finally did try a first-person shooter, and she loved it. She loved it, I remember. She became, like, addicted to it. And it's just so funny, it's like, oh yeah, you don't like FPS, huh? Good for her, though. Good for her for, you know, branching out and trying different things. Even things that she thought she wouldn't enjoy. Because it was really fun watching her play Fallout New Vegas, which that's another one of my all-time favorite games. And I just love watching newcomers play Fallout games in general. You know, it's kind of fun. It's fun to watch somebody that's brand new to something try it out when it's like, it's something that you yourself have played like a million times. It's about as close as you can get to, like, being able to play that game for the first time again, you know? Like, I'll never be able to recapture that feeling of playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time. but at least I can watch other people have that experience, which is close enough. Yeah, exactly, right? Honestly, it's kind of been like that for me, too. I mean, there's a lot of games that I might have never played if it weren't for, like, streaming, you know what I mean? Like, me being a streamer really opened up a lot of horizons for me in a lot of different ways. Like, socially, you know, like I said, the games that I play and all that. I will say, like, with all, like, because obviously, like, there's negative sides to everything, and it's like, with all, like, the negative things that came with streaming, I will say that the positives have vastly outweighed the negatives. You know what I mean? Because, like, sure, maybe I get a little burnout every now and then, you know, maybe I kind of get tired of streaming every now and then, but for the most part, yeah, it's been a very fulfilling experience for me, and it's something that I don't see myself ever, like, oh no, that's going in the water. It's something I don't ever see myself getting sick of. Damn it. But yeah, I think we will close off there. I am getting pretty hungry. But yeah, you know, just to finish that thought, streaming really has been a nice thing for me. It's something that I wanted to do for a very long time prior to me actually doing it. And it's something, like, back then I never would have saw myself doing it, let alone, like, actually having, like, people that come to my streams and chat with me. So I just hope you all know, like whether you are a regular chatter, whether you're a lurker, whether you only pop in every now and then, I hope you know I appreciate everybody. Every single person that comes to my streams. Like, I just hope you know that it's just, it means the absolute world to me, because I came into streaming thinking I was going to be a 0 view forever. You know what I mean? So, just the fact that I have people that people that can tolerate me enough. No, it really does mean a lot, though. So, to any of you that have ever shown me even a modicum of support, I just hope you know that it means the absolute world to me. Just to get gushy on you for a minute. But yeah, we will close off there. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all very, very much. Let me go ahead and see if there's anybody I know streaming right now that we could send a raid on over to. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little scroll. That doesn't look like anybody I know is streaming right now, which is okay. Oh, okay. I know who we can raid if they have raids available, because sometimes people don't have raids available. It's this person's birthday, so let me see. If I'm able to raid them, we'll raid them. If not, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, so they only allow raids from mutuals. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, we might just close off then. No raid. Which is okay. Yeah, we'll just send the love along next time, you know what I mean? Your stream's really good. Thank you, Alice. You're very sweet for saying that. I do my best. I hope you know that your streams are always fun to watch, too. I always appreciate them. But yeah, guys, we'll just close off there. No raid. I think I'll stream tomorrow night. Maybe we'll continue Bully. And probably wrap it up, honestly. Well, I do have a plan where after we finish the story for Bully, I'm going to do another stream where it's just like tying up the loose ends, you know, finding all the collectibles, doing any side missions I might have missed, just stuff like that. So even if we do finish the story of Bully next time, there should still be another stream after that. You know what I mean? But yeah, with that said, have a lovely rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you, and I'll be seeing you next time, gamers. Be sure to treat yourself well and hydrate and nourish yourself and all that, and yeah, stay gaming. How's that for a sign off? Later, gamers. Catch you next time. Bye bye.